So in effect, Washington subsidizes Raytheon and Lockheed Martin, while Israel imports the hardware on credit. It looks like aid, but it's actually dependency. And that dependency shapes everything. Without US supply lines and bond market confidence, the Israeli economy would seize up within months. The shekel only holds because investors still assume Washington will cover any shortfall. Not a bad assumption, all things considered, when you factor in wealthy Zionist donors to US political parties and politicians. If that assumption ever cracks, though, if Congress finally balks at another supplemental package or a new administration decides to use leverage, fat chance where there isn't any discernible difference between both US main parties, I grant you, the illusion of autonomy would collapse overnight. Israel's war machine runs on American liquidity and foreign confidence. Its sovereignty is in effect rented out and not its own, a fake state built more on optics than substance. Netanyahu's government calls this strength, though. Strength! In truth, it's on life support. Every escalation he approves buys him time at home and debt abroad. When the Gaza front first cooled down, he decided to widen operations in Lebanon. When Lebanon quietened down, he hit Syria and Yemen. Every response restarts the emergency powers that keep his coalition together. And then there was that whole debacle in June with Iran, of course. There's supposedly a ceasefire in both Gaza and Lebanon, and yet Israel keeps on attacking, all paid for on tab. The generals talk about national defence. The Prime Minister uses it as political oxygen. Peace would expose the books, though, and the corruption trials waiting behind them for Netanyahu. And so his war continues, because it has to. But the domestic cost of it is mounting. Mobilisation has pulled tens of thousands of reservists out of the workforce, hollowing out the tech sector that once carried Israel's growth.